This video is on how to create an email contacts list so that you can email your students' parents all at once. First, open up a web browser and go to office.com, then click Sign In. After you're signed in, go to Mail. And I sent you an import template via email. I want you to go ahead and download it or save it. In this case, I'm going to open it. And I'm just going to go ahead and save it somewhere handy where I'll remember. So I'll go to File, Save As. And I created a folder on my desktop just for this training. If you get this error message, just continue. And now I'm going to go to that location on my desktop. And I don't want you to have to watch me fill this whole template in. So I created a sample template with 5 users. And I'm just going to copy and paste it. And save it. So all this represents you completing this import template. And notice on the import template I have first name, last name. I gave you four phone numbers, and 2 email addresses that you can fill in. And also there's another important field here called title that I want you to fill in. The reason I want you to fill it in is the title shows up in the address list before anything else. So if you put the same thing here for all the parents, they'll be very easily identifiable in your address list. Because we're gonna add these after we import them. We're gonna add them to a contact list, so we're gonna have to be able to find them all very quickly. And then at the end of the year, you're probably gonna want to delete them as well. So they'll be easy to delete if they all have the same title. So they're all gonna begin with JFK parent 17 or 18, or JAD parent if that's where you are. Just a real quick thing about Excel. If you write what you want it to be once and you hover over this little green dot, notice how the mouse changes from the white plus to the black plus, and I can scroll down, or I can click and drag down. Notice it wants to increment it though. So I'm going to change them, the first 2 entries to 17, 18, highlight them both, and then go ahead and drag down. So like the first 2 establishes a pattern, and now they're all the same thing. You wouldn't do that with 5 users, but if you have a list of 100, it might be easiest to do it that way. All right, so my import template's correct. Now I'm going to go ahead and save it. Click Continue. And now I'm going to go back to my email, and I'm going to go to this little people icon right here. And then I'm going to click this drop down next to Your Contacts and click on Contacts. Then I'm going to go to Manage and Import Contacts. I'm going to click on Outlook. I'm going to click Browse. I'm going to go to wherever I saved the template. That's part of the reason why it's important to remember where you saved the template. And I'm going to open that. I'm going to click Upload. And it says that I imported 5 contacts. That's good because that's how many were in the import template. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and create a contact list. Give this something descriptive. Don't just call it parents. And we can add members here. But we have to add them one at a time. And then we'd have to search for each one, so that's not going to work. So I'm just going to click Save. Here's my contact list here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click every user that begins with JFK parent. I'm not going to check my contact list. And another reason it's important to have these titles in there is if you already have like 100 or so contacts, they're going to be all mixed in with your existing contacts. So I'm going to select all these contacts, and then I'm going to click List, and I'm going to say Add to List JFK Brown Team Parents. All right, so it takes a minute sometimes for it to populate. You don't see the members right away. Oh, there they go. Okay, good. They're in there. So now if I click on this team and I click on the members, you can see I added those 5 people to it. And now if I want to email them, I click on Email, New, JFK Brown Team Parents. It's in there several times because I created that group several times when I was making this training video. So don't let that fool you. You can just click whichever one it is. And then, of course, give it a subject and a message and click Send.